You're listening to the WSTC News Podcast. And now, today's news anchors.
Hello, and welcome to this WSTC News Podcast. I'm Anaje Mason here.
And I'm Noah Beach. The student-operated podcast is brought to you by the Belmont Harrison Career Center and St. Clairsville High School.
Well, first up today, folks, several communities in the Ohio Valley were without power earlier this week, following severe weather conditions. High winds tore across the area Monday night and Tuesday morning, including a peak gust of 63 miles per hour reported in the area. According to AEP, hundreds of customers have been affected, including many in Belmont and Jefferson counties. Scattered outages have also been reported in the northern panhandle. Crews have been working all week to fix the problem, and most homes have been restored. Thankfully, no injuries were reported.
Next, at least 6 new facilities are being built or about to be at the Highlands. The additions will include everything from a place to get a cup of coffee to the largest store most people has ever seen. The space between Best Buy and Cabela's is about to become a Hobby Lobby, a popular stop for arts and crafts, home decor, and wedding supplies. The Hobby Lobby is projected to open sometime around March or April of this year. Starbucks is returning to the Highlands and will be built next door to Quaker Steak and Lube. Menards, a massive 200,000 square foot full-service home improvement store, has broken ground and will start building in about 2 months. An athletic complex is already taking shape. The foundation is laid and the steel is up. This complex will house 6 basketball or volleyball courts. A soccer field will also be built. The complex will also accommodate lacrosse, baseball, and softball. The athletic complex is a $25 million investment and will take up 400,000 square feet. The project is projected to be completed near the end of the year.
Originating on February 18, 1885, President's Day is meant for all 45 of our presidents. As we enjoy our day off, let's take a moment to honor and remember what these men have done for our country.
How many U.S. states are named after a president?
1.
What U.S. president had the shortest life?
John F. Kennedy.
Okay. What U.S. president was born William Jefferson V?
Bill Clinton.
Coach Sacco, why do we no longer celebrate Abraham Lincoln and George Washington's birthday and instead have rolled them both down into one day known as President's Day?
Well, I think that when we try to just pick them apart as separate events, it makes it more like you're singling them out. I think the President's Day itself is more about celebrating all the presidents, even though we combined those 2 birth dates because they were so significant to us in terms of our country. But celebrating all of them, I think, is probably a better move, even though remembering those 2 is pretty significant in our history.
Who was the first U.S. president that was born in the United States?
That would be Martin Van Buren.
What conspirator in the Lincoln assassination was pardoned for saving the lives of prison guards during a yellow fever epidemic?
Dr. Samuel Mudd.
First president to utter "We shall overcome" before a joint session of Congress?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
How do you feel about celebrating President's Day today as compared to celebrating Abraham Lincoln's birthday and George Washington's birthday as separates?
Well, I think it's better to celebrate it as one day because then we're honoring all our U.S. presidents as opposed to just celebrating 2 of our greatest presidents. We can celebrate all of them, good and bad.
How do you feel about celebrating President's Day as a whole holiday instead of celebrating Abraham Lincoln and George Washington's birthday as separates?
I really don't know because I don't really follow the presidents that well. The only president I really follow right now is probably Donald Trump.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Stay with us for more WSTC news. A few Did You Know facts, and of course, WSTC Sports.
You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsor.
Let's carry on and take advantage of the opportunities offered at the Belmont and Harrison Career Centers and learn a trade while earning your high school diploma at the same time. Check out interesting and challenging programs right now. Business, skilled trades, technical, mechanical, or personal services. You'll find Belmont and Harrison Career Center's facilities and programs truly amazing. See your guidance counselor or call the Belmont and Harrison Career Centers today at 740-695-9130 or visit their website at www.bhccenters.com.
And now, WSTC Sports.
Cassidy DeBetta reached uncharted waters earlier this month at the state swimming competition. The St. Clairsville High School freshman was runner-up in the 100 breaststroke, the highest finish ever by a Red Devil female swimmer. DeBetta stopped the clock in 103.45, passing her own school mark and joining Michael Eaton as the only swimmers in school history to reach runner-up finishes at the state meet. Eaton, the former Ohio State standout, was second, also in the 100 breaststroke in 2014. DeBetta entered the final seeded fifth after clocking a time of 103.59 in the prelims. 3 of the 4 swimmers seated above her broke the state record. DeBetta prepped for the breaststroke final by joining fellow freshmen Brenna Planey, Kylie McKeegan, and Olivia Moyer in the medley relay final. The foursome placed 14th.
And now another story from the home front.
Hi, I'm Hunter Southwood. The NFL season is over, and it's time for a new era of pro football. The Alliance of America Football, or the AAF, is here to steal away your boredom with some football in winter and spring. Let's go to Andrew with more on that.
The AAF had their opening weekend 2 weekends ago with their 8 teams going at it. There are some big names funding and helping this league, like Hines Ward, Troy Polamalu, and Michael Vick. Let's get some opinions and reactions about this new league. I have Trey Del Guzzo with me today, and I'm going to ask him a question about the AAF. Trey, do you have a favorite AAF team, and if you do, why so?
I actually do. The Birmingham Iron, Trent Richardson, he's my boy. Even though he played for the Browns, even though they have Baker Mayfield.
Some notable players in this league consist of OSU alumni wide receiver Jalen Marshall, ex-NFL running back Trent Richardson, alumni Michigan quarterback Denard Robinson, and alumni Penn State quarterback Christian Hackenberg. I have Chase Espin with me here. Chase, do you like the new football league and the new teams and cities with no NFL teams in the area?
Yes, I do, because everybody knows who's going to win the Super Bowl every year in the NFL. So it's a fresh new look, and it's exciting now. Less rules.
I'm here with Colton Skukin, and Colton, do you like the new football league that takes place during the winter and spring when there's no NFL football going on, and do you think it's here to stay?
Yeah, I think it's here to stay. I like the league just because the rules are a lot more strict than the NFL, and also, too, with the winter and spring, there's no football around, and having that go on, there's football all year round, basically, if you want to say so. So, yeah, I like it. I enjoy it. I love football.
All right, thanks, Colton. There are 2 conferences in this league consisting of the Western and Eastern Conference. The 2 best teams in the league right now, even though it's early, are the Arizona Hotshots, leading the West with a record of 2-0, and the Birmingham Iron, leading the East with a record of 2-0 as well. The other teams consist of the San Antonio Commanders, San Diego Fleet, and the Salt Lake Stallions in the West, and in the East, the Orlando Apollos, the Memphis Express, and the Atlanta Legends. There are 2 rules in this league that make the game more exciting and more fast-paced. You have to go for 2 after a touchdown, and there are no kickoffs. And just to speed the game up a little bit, there are no commercial breaks. The regular season is 10 weeks long, and it has a 2-week-long playoff. The 2 best teams in each conference face off, then there's an AAF championship with the winner of the West and the East. Signing out, this is WSTC reporter Andrew Ellerick.
Okay, and now finally on this WSTC News podcast, we're going to leave you with a few Did You Know facts.
And yes, these are all true.
Did you know a fourth of your bones are in your feet?
Guess it makes sense. I mean, you're standing all day long.
Right, you'd have to have a strong base.
Build the foundation just like a house.
Yeah. Did you know at birth Dalmatians are always white?
No, I didn't know that. honestly, I would expect they
were-
all have dots, right?
I thought they were black and white.
I don't think anybody would know that.
That's a weird one.
Unless you had a Dalmatian.
Of course.
Maybe if you breed Dalmatians, you would know that.
Ask a firefighter.
Well, did you know reindeer like bananas?
No, I didn't know that.
Well,
That's kind of crazy because bananas are tropical.
right, you wouldn't expect a reindeer to eat a banana.
Reindeer are not tropical.
They're not monkeys
It's
either.
sort of like they like something that's unattainable.
Right.
It's sort of.
I thought they were a Christmas
That's kind
thing.
of sad.
How would they open it?
How would they know that reindeer like bananas?
Who gave a reindeer
That's
a banana?
the question.
Mm-hmm. Did you know French fries are originally from Belgium?
I did not know that.
I thought they were invented in Greece.
I thought they were French.
I thought they were French. I thought they were French too.
I don't think. And why would they call them French fries
Right.
if they were invented in Belgium?
Yeah,
Maybe a man from France moved. I don't know.
Do they call French fries American
His
fries?
name
in
was
France?
French. There you go.
Well, did you know popcorn was invented by the Aztec Indians? Well, I did not know that, but it's expected because, Native Americans are good with corn and stuff.
I've always wondered too: does popcorn have any nutritional value? Because it is corn.
It does if you don't have all the extra additives like movie butter, right?
There you go. Kind of like coffee. Lay off the sugar and the cream.
True that, folks.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for this WSTC News podcast. Thanks for listening, and be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Stay classy and make sure not to spend too much money on that March Madness. And have a great week.